13 signs your body needs more nutrients. And trust me, number 7 and number 13 will honestly shock you. So don't skip. If you're a woman in your 50s or 60s, I want you to imagine this. You're getting ready in the bathroom, doing your usual routine, and suddenly you notice a few little things. White specks on your nails. Your ankles look puffier than last year. Your lips stay cracked no matter how much balm you put on. It's easy to shrug and say, I'm just getting older. But what if those were not random age things? What if they were quiet signals that your body is underfueled on the inside? In this video, we're going to talk about 13 subtle signs your body may be low on key nutrients, especially after 50. We'll answer questions like which signs are harmless and which ones need a doctor. How do food, stress, and modern diets quietly drain your vitamins and minerals? And what can you start doing this week to give your body better support from both the outside and the inside? And stay with me to the end, because I'll also show you how some women are combining smarter nutrition with a mitochondria-supporting supplement called Mitolin to help their energy and metabolism feel less stuck as they age in a way that feels like an ally, not a sales pitch. Let's walk through the signs together. As I go, notice which ones sound a little too familiar. Sign number 1 is those tiny white specks or streaks on your nails. Most women either ignore them or blame weak nails. Sometimes they really are just from tapping, manicures, or banging your nail on something. But in many adults, especially when the spots keep appearing along with brittle nails or thinner hair, they can be linked with mineral imbalances like low zinc or other nutrients that help your body repair tissue. Zinc is involved in hundreds of reactions in the body: immune health, hormone balance, skin repair, even taste and smell. Diets high in sugar and ultra-processed foods can quietly drain zinc over time. So those tiny white dots can be your nail's way of saying, hey, I'm not getting what I need. The good news? Adding more protein, egg yolks, seafood, pumpkin seeds, and reducing the sugar load can make a real difference. But don't be surprised if now that you know this, you start inspecting everyone's nails around you. Sign number 2 shows up as painful cracks at the corners of your mouth or lips that stay chapped no matter how much balm you use. That stinging smile is often a sign your body may be low in B vitamins, especially B2, or iron, nutrients your skin needs to repair those tiny splits. Women who rely on tea and toast style meals or lots of white bread and pastries can slip into this without noticing. When you bring in more eggs, yogurt, leafy greens, meat, or nutritional yeast, those cracks often heal quickly. And if they don't, that's your cue to ask your doctor to check B vitamins and iron. Sign number 3 is flaky, tight, older-looking skin, especially around the nose or forehead, that refuses to calm down no matter what lotion you try. This often points to low omega-3 fats, the ones that keep your skin barrier smooth and help reduce inflammation. If salmon, sardines, walnuts, chia, or flax rarely show up in your week, but fries, chips, and seed oils do, your skin will tell on you. Shifting that balance, even a little, can make your face look more hydrated and less snowy. Sign number 4 is a yellowish tint in the whites of your eyes or your skin. This isn't cosmetic. It can signal jaundice, meaning your liver or bile system isn't clearing bilirubin properly. Causes range from gallbladder issues to liver stress to medications. Food can support the liver, yes, but yellow eyes are a call your doctor now moment. Get checked first and then focus on nutrition once you know what's truly happening. Sign number 5 lives in your gums. If every time you brush or floss you see pink in the sink or your gums stay red and puffy, that can be an oral hygiene issue. And it can also hint at low vitamin C, which your body uses to keep blood vessels and connective tissue strong. Mild vitamin C shortfalls, not full-blown scurvy, just low, can show up as easy gum bleeding and slow healing. Now layer in lots of sugar. Sugar competes with vitamin C to get into cells, so a high sugar, low vegetable diet can double hit your gums. When women start adding more vitamin C rich foods, bell peppers, berries, citrus, broccoli, and cutting back sodas and sweets, they often notice gum tenderness easing. But again, gums are a red flag zone. Persistent bleeding deserves a visit to the dentist and, ideally, some lab work. Sign number 6 is trouble seeing clearly at night. night. Maybe you avoid driving in the dark now, or rainy evenings feel particularly stressful. That hazy, hard-to-see feeling in low light can be related to vitamin A status, especially the active form called retinol, which your retina uses to function in the dark. Some women rely heavily on cereal and processed grains and think they're getting vitamin A from labels that actually refer to beta-carotene, a precursor, but not everyone converts that efficiently, especially if digestion or liver function is off. Egg yolks, liver, full-fat dairy, if you tolerate it, and fatty fish contain retinol directly. If night driving has become scary, it's worth seeing an eye doctor and asking your physician about both vitamin A levels and fat absorption, especially if your gallbladder was removed or you've had gut issues. Sign number 7 is the one that shocks a lot of women: puffy ankles or feet that leave a dent when you press them. That's called pitting edema. You push a finger into your ankle and the mark lingers for a few seconds. This isn't just getting older or water weight. It can mean fluid is building up in your tissues because your circulation, your veins, your heart, your kidneys, or your protein and electrolyte balance are under strain. Diet plays a role here too. High salt processed foods, low potassium, low protein, blood sugar issues, all common in our modern lifestyles, can feed into this. But if your ankles are swelling regularly, don't just Google home remedies. Get evaluated. Doctors often look at heart function, kidney health, medications, and electrolyte levels. Yes, shifting toward potassium-rich foods like leafy greens, lentils, and avocado can help under medical guidance. But swelling is your body using a very visible signal to say, please don't ignore me. Sign number 8 is a bit strange. Craving ice, or even non-foods like dirt or clay. That intense need to chew ice has a name, pagophagia, and it's strongly associated with iron deficiency, with or without full-blown anemia. Studies have found that in some groups of people with pica, craving non-food items, up to 80% plus had iron deficiency. We don't fully understand why, but we know this. When women in their 50s and 60s have low iron, they may feel tired, short of breath, dizzy, and find themselves living with an ice tray constantly refilled. If that's you, it's time for real iron studies, not just more multivitamins. Good food sources include red meat, liver, beans, lentils, and fortified foods, but your clinician can help find the cause and the right treatment. Sign number 9 can show up as sudden leg or foot cramps, especially at night, that sharp calf lockup that stops you mid-stretch. In many women over 50, this links back to low magnesium or potassium, the minerals that help muscles contract and relax smoothly. If your daily meals are light on leafy greens, beans, nuts, or seeds, and heavier on packaged foods, these minerals slowly dip. Add in diuretics or blood pressure meds, and cramps become a nightly pattern. A big salad, cooked greens, and mineral-rich meals help a lot. But if cramps keep returning, let your doctor check for circulation or nerve issues too. Sign number 10 appears as irritability, racing thoughts, or feeling on edge for no clear reason. This often ties to low vitamin B1, thiamine, a nutrient drained quickly by refined carbs like white bread, pastries, and sugary drinks. When thiamine dips, the nervous system struggles to create calm, steady energy, making you feel wired but tired. Adding whole food carbs, proteins, and B1-rich options like beans, seeds, pork, or nutritional yeast can gently steady your mood. Not as therapy, but as support your brain quietly needed. Sign number 11 is a low mood that lingers far longer than a bad day. Depression is complex, but one factor in many older adults is low vitamin D, something large studies consistently link with higher risk of depressive symptoms. Many women spend more time indoors, use sunscreen, or live in low sun areas, so vitamin D levels drop without you noticing. If you felt emotionally dimmed for weeks or months, asking your doctor to check vitamin D, along with everything else, is a simple, empowering first step. Sunlight, fatty fish, and supervised supplementation can make a meaningful difference if you're truly low. Sign number 12 is thinning of the outer part of your eyebrows. You look at old photos and notice the tail ends of your brows have slowly faded. That can be one of the subtle signs of lower thyroid function, sometimes linked to insufficient iodine or other nutrients your thyroid needs to make hormones. Thyroid issues are more common in women, especially after 50. Other clues can be feeling cold easily, constipation, fatigue, and weight gain despite not eating much. This is not one to fix with iodine drops from the internet. If the eyebrow clue plus symptoms ring a bell, ask for a proper thyroid panel and follow professional advice. Nutrients like iodine and selenium matter, but balance is everything. Sign number 13 is the most common one of all. That's slow, heavy exhaustion that shows up as fatigue, brain fog, low focus, and feeling older than you really are. Most women in their 50s and 60s don't have one deficiency. They have a cluster of small ones. A little low in iron, a little low in B12. Not enough protein, not enough greens, not enough vitamin D. And over time, your mitochondria, the tiny engines inside your cells, just don't fire the way they used to. And this is where something like Midolin gently enters the conversation, not as a miracle pill, not as a substitute for food or movement, but as a quiet inside helper for women whose energy systems feel worn down. Midolin is built around supporting mitochondria, the place where your energy actually comes from. Its plant-based blend, like maki berry, rhodiola, amla, natural astaxanthin-rich algae, and more, is studied for helping with cellular energy, antioxidant support, and metabolic efficiency, all without caffeine or heavy stimulants. In simple words, while you work on fixing things from the outside, Midolin helps your cells fire better on the inside. A lot of women describe it like this: "Oh, I finally feel like my efforts are working again. More stable energy, less fog, feeling lighter in the morning." Not magic, just support. And I'm mentioning it here because now you understand the signs your body has been giving you. You see the pattern. And once you see it, it's hard to unsee. So if you've been tired for years, if your body has been whispering to you, if you're finally ready to support yourself the smart way, then learning about Midolin is simply the next logical step. Not pressure, just an option designed for women exactly in your season of life. If you want to explore it, the link is in the description. Read the ingredients, look at the science, and talk to your doctor if you want to try it. You deserve every advantage, inside and out. And tomorrow, when you start noticing the little signs more clearly, just remember, you're not broken. You're just ready to be better supported.